it's probably way too loud. How about this?
There we go.
And then we'll get the starting soon screen down in a second here. There we are.
So, hey, after horribly failing a stream, oops, actually, let me adjust this just a little, and we'll adjust it more in a minute.
Well, we still learned a lot of things during that stream that were very useful to know.
Oh, yeah. But, let's see here.
I do need one of those.
Yep, I'm going to let you choose the colorful or the bland. I figured. How could you? So, just as a quick note, in this game, you have these little tokens to indicate damage on a character. They're harder to keep track of. We have these dice.
That should accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, they say -3 over -3 or corresponding. They just count up to 6. The nice part is, we know this is only against the armor, not against the attack. And, yeah, at most you'll need 2 of these on a single character.
They're a little sturdier than the tokens that come with this.
Yeah, there's your 6.
Thank you.
And depending on if there's a lot of characters suddenly getting buffed on attack,
we have others. Persistent buff on attack,
yeah.
We should say on that.
Yeah, those are fully for counting. So, these are the current Lorcana starter sets that are out. You have the newest, which are Rise of the Floodborn. These, out of the box, are much more balanced.
At least from what we've seen when playtesting.
And then we have the 3 original, the first chapter starter decks. Oh. Yeah, audio's working as I forgot to fully mute my phone.
Whoops.
It didn't come on mic, I know that, but there's enough to make me go, wait, what?
Yeah. Anyhow, we at least know that audio is coming through, so...
Yes. So some highlights. This is very similar to Magic the Gathering in some ways. In a lot of ways, it's simpler. You have 6 colors. So you have Amber, Sapphire, Amethyst, Steel, and Emerald, Ruby.
So very similar to the types of lands that you can have in...
Yeah. Instead of... You can have up to 2 colors in a deck. No more. You can have 1 or 2. You cannot have all of them, as I originally was thinking before I fully read the rules. Oops.
Yes, there are very limited tournament formats where it's permissible, but only because it's a draft pack type of situation.
So I move this, and, adjust this up a little more. So, anyway.
Once we get better set up, we'll have these out of the way, and then you can see my playmat too.
Yeah. So, this is the playmat that comes with, and I should have some videos coming up, if not all. Yeah, I think they're coming up. It's reversible though, depending on what your dominant hand is. So for me, I'd be using this because I'm reaching with my dominant hand to grab from the deck and lay, or take and put in discard. And if I was left-handed, the other way.
And I'll just say, because even though I am dominant right, that if my dad were interested in this game at all,
yes,
this would be useful for him.
So that's a nice bit of inclusivity that you don't normally get out of the box, even.
It was very simple to include too. Hey, Carson.
Yeah, this is our second stream of the day. The first one I bombed. Oops. we
mistakes were made, but we learned.
Yes. But anyway, so both players start at 0 lore. Your goal is to get to 20. This is not a life tracker. This is literally the lore tracker. You don't have character life,
or at least the player life.
Player
you have
life. Characters. Yes,
characters technically
do.
have life, even if they call it armor or defense or
yeah. Before they end up getting banished. So the goal is to accumulate lore to get to 20, or play until you've run out of cards, in which case the first person to run out of cards loses.
And if they run out of cards at around the same time,
it's literally whoever
it goes
first
back
person.
to lore.
So let's see here. So to start off, let's go with first chapter since it's the original. Choose one of the 3 decks.
I'll give the Emerald Ruby deck another try. I did not like this one on first try, but we do also have a better.
And I'll give Sapphire Steel a shot. Oh.
Villainous. Oh, did we actually?
No, we have not picked that up. We've looked at it several times.
Yes, we've definitely looked at it.
Yeah, not gonna lie, this is our current addiction.
Yeah. We're still hitting Dice Masters occasionally, but
yeah, this is our biggest addiction.
This is our So we're
just
gonna
doing a quick shuffle,
attempted shuffle,
which is always interesting with sleeved cards.
Yeah, we do have a shuffler, but these did not work in the shuffler.
No.
We did try.
Sleeves automatically screw it up. I've lost track of my own weird sorting method. So,
whoopsies.
There. The key is that they get mixed.
Yes.
It's not like this is going to be a perfection run.
Yeah.
Or how to shuffle. No, this is literally.
No, this is
how to shuffle gently.
Us shuffling gently sleeved cards that we want to keep around and not get damaged.
Yep.
Okay, we'll keep Villainous in mind as one we might pick up.
Yeah, I've looked at it a few times, especially before Lorcana came out. But yeah, we're talked into trying the starters, and
then it's like, oh, we like this.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah. And we'd been meaning to play Magic again, and then this scratched a similar itch, and it's like, dang it.
Yeah. Okay. Up.
So, this is
wrong.
still a fairly early game for us, and we are very much playing in a friendly format rather than competitive, although will be trying our best.
Yes. And these are the stock starter sets. These have not been modified in any way yet.
We've started tinkering with building decks, but
yes.
By no means are any of them ready.
Yes. In fact, just real quick, behind you.
One moment.
Literally right above your head.
Yes, I'm just trying to get my thing on screen. There we go. Deck box.
In particular, the one we've actually been slowly working on. A pure amber one. Woo.
It's been fun trying to get a good mix of different
characters,
things.
actions, songs.
Yeah.
I don't think it has any items. That's the one downside.
There might be one or two.
Yeah, not many though.
But it's been interesting trying to find amber items.
Yeah. So, real quick, we'll make this easy. If you grab one of the black dice,
yep.
Whoever rolls the highest,
we'll
not counting the negative or positive.
Yeah, we'll treat it as the positive integer. And
okay, I have the highest at 5 versus 2, so I'll be going first. And yeah, there's a little bit of glitter. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But
not sure if
I could fix the glare, but then you have too much reach. I don't want to do that to you either.
Well, I'm going to test real quick. Let me get that out of the image too.
Actually, for now, I think that would work.
Yeah, the issue is, the only concern I have is potential interference from the other light, and I'm not turning off both lights.
No. So, yeah, that'll work.
Should I
think that
try the light again, or?
No, I think that's actually quite good. We'll see if we need to turn it back on in a minute. Or adjust it some. Maybe tilt it up. One second.
Yeah. We'll take just one moment here before we actually get rolling. Oh, are you okay?
My phone.
That's not coming for Dude, by the way. If you can hear that.
Nope, it's coming from my phone.
That's coming for Dude's phone, but not for Dude. Also, that would be the quickest they've ever responded.
And they're quick. Go ahead and turn that back on, please.
Still a little glary, but that's better, I think. Yeah. As we troubleshoot live on stream.
Yeah. Use the ceiling. I am, actually. Yeah, I think that's as close as we're getting right now.
Yeah, I think so.
But that does look better.
Yeah, the timing was hilarious. The boom, and then the sirens.
The fire department likes me. A little too much. Okay, so we now both draw 7 cards.
Yep.
5, 7.
Let me double check. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
And at this point, if we need to make any changes, as in we have too many non-inkable, too high cost, we can pull them out. They'll be put at the bottom of the deck, draw replacements, and then a quick shuffle.
And then shuffle the deck, yep.
And I'll be going over inkable and non-inkable as we go along.
Yes. And as we established, it's Dude's turn first.
Okay, so all set?
Yes.
Okay.
Normally, for most turns, there is a draw step, but since Dude is going first, he skips the draw step, correct?
Yes. So I do not get a draw step. Very sad. I will choose to... So I show character that I'm inking. So it has a little band around the number. If it's just the number without a band around it, it is non-inkable. So that counts as the ink or land if you were playing Magic.
Yes.
So go ahead and tap. And I will play a 1-cost card. Goons. They are a 2/2 with 1 lore capability. And instead of summoning sickness, it is the ink is still drying. So that ends my turn.
And since I am going second, I get my draw step here. Well, that could be interesting for later. I will ink Duke of Wesselton. And play a Duke of Wesselton.
Nice.
Oh, right. Tap that.
Yes.
Again, this is a very early game for us.
Yes. So,
and I've got nothing else I can do.
Yes. You can only ink one card a turn unless a card allows for additional. So, I will draw my one. I will ink Ransack here. Oh, I forgot to untap or unexert.
Yes.
Exhaust.
But again, we've very much got magic on the brain when it comes to this stuff, so it's tap versus exert.
Yes. So let's see here. I will go ahead and exert. Tap.
Yeah.
And I will play Prince Eric. It is a 1/3, 1 attack, 3 defense, but has challenge 2. While challenging, this character gets +2 attack. So, right now, because Kami's character is not exerted, I cannot take any actions against it. Instead, I am going to quest, which is I tap and I gain the lore that is shown on the card. So in this case, it's 1. And now I'm at 1 lore. And I can't do anything with this. I'm out of... And I end my turn.
Alright.
Just making... Go ahead and untap and draw. The other thing is, during Kami's turn, I can't do anything. Even if I had untapped ink, or unexerted ink, I can't do any actions or anything, even if I have them. Everything must be done on your turn in any order after the initial unexert phase and draw.
So
that's the upside. It allows you to do some funky things later on.
Yes. So let's see, what do I want to do? Probably best if I ink He's Got a Sword.
Yep.
And I will exert Duke of Wesselton going on a quest to bring me to 1 lore.
Okay. And that ends your turn, or?
That I've got nothing else I can do, so that ends my turn.
Okay, I unexert everything, and I draw a card. So, real quick, just a highlight. Don't look at my cards. So, as you notice, the circle there indicates inkable, where this circle indicates non-inkable. So now Kami knows.
Can I look now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for actually doing that. I wasn't that concerned.
I was covering my eyes.
Yeah. So I am.
Friendly game or not, I do try to
play nice.
Yeah.
And then you get at points where it's kind of like, but I want to use all of these. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the Queen. And I am going to... There we go. 1, 2. And I will play an item. Coconut basket.
Aha.
And description. Consider the coconut. Whenever you play a character, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. So if I play another character, I can remove damage from any of my other characters. And let's see here. And just a highlight. So I am going to quest with the goons for 1 lore. And I'm going to use Prince Eric
to challenge Duke of Wesselton.
Because he is able to be challenged since he's out questing.
Yes.
He takes 3 damage, Val.
Oh, he takes 3 damage because of
yeah.
Because Eric was challenging. So he takes 3 damage. Since he was a 2/2, that means he is unfortunately banished.
Yep.
So he goes in my discard pile.
I put a marker on Prince Eric to highlight that he has taken 2 damage. So 1 more, he gets banished.
Yes.
To the discard. So, and that ends my turn.
All right.
Oh, and just to highlight, items stay on the field until they are banished by another card or ability, and can be used immediately.
Okay, so I'm going to ink Pongo, Old Rascal, and then exert my ink to play Horus, No Good Scoundrel. He is a 4/3. Not that that comes into full effect this round, but and that's about all I can do this turn.
Okay. So I will unexert, untap, and then I draw my card. Pulled another Maleficent, and I'm inking her. So I exert 2.
I was all set to cover my eyes again, just in case.
Yeah. Aurora, but that activates coconuts, which means I can remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. And Dude. I will play my frying pan.
Oh, goody.
Banish this item, so that would go into the discard when I do. Chosen character can't challenge during the next turn. So that's going to be more useful later, but for right this minute I'm not as concerned. And although I could quest with him, I'm only going to quest with the goons, putting me at 3 lore, and Aurora is still drying, so that will end my turn.
Alright. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I'm going to ink Vicious Betrayal.
Ooh.
And play my other Pongo. My other Pongo, Old Rascal.
Ooh,
he is a 2/3, but he has evasive, which means that only other characters that have evasive can challenge him.
That's a problem.
And as you can see, when he quests, he brings back 2 lore.
Yes.
Since he's still drying, I can't do anything with him this turn, but because dude is moving ahead with lore, I'm going to have Horus quest.
Okay.
For 1 lore.
So I was all set to remove a character.
We're getting there.
Oh, I know. Okay, draw my 1. Not what I wanted to do, but it will work nicely. 2, 3, 4. Aurora, Briar Rose. Disarming Beauty. When you play this character, chosen character gets -2 this turn. Horus is now a 2/3.
Alright. Which means, yeah, Eric's going to take out Horus.
As a 3/3. So I still take 2 damage.
Yes, but
Oop.
Horus gets banished.
Let's see here. I'm not too worried about Pongo attacking. Because, again, it's a lore generator. But I will still go for lore to pick up 3 that time. Since 2 for Aurora and 1 for Bagoons. Oh, and someone else to highlight. So, although these are both Aurora, because they have different subtitles, they're considered different cards.
Yes, and you can have up to 4 of
each character.
Of each character.
Yes. So in this case, I can have 4 Aurora Royal Princess and 4 Aurora Briar Rose. Okay.
So, does that end your
turn? That
turn?
ends my
okay.
turn. It just worked out where I'm going. Horus was a problem.
Exerting 4 to play Scar, Fire Ear's Usurper.
That's a bigger problem.
Who is a 5/3.
Yes.
Scar's still drying. I will have Pongo quest for lore, which will bring me to 4 lore.
Yep. Okay.
And I can do nothing else this turn.
So I unexert. Unexert all my ink. I draw. That helps, but not the way I wanted, but... So, 1, 2, 3. An uninkable card. Mickey Mouse, Detective. 1/3. Which triggers coconuts. So I remove 2 damage. So, when you play this character, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. So, this card... one of the few times you can actually ink an uninkable. So yeah, So that is now ink.
Alright.
So that is actually the one way you can ink uninkables is if a card tells you to ink a specific card.
Ah.
So yay, that worked very nicely.
So yes, I am in a little bit of trouble right now because I'm behind, but
yeah. I can't do anything about Pongo. Scar is going to cause me issues. But for right this minute, I'm whacking him with a frying pan. Clang. He cannot challenge.
He cannot challenge. Okay.
Next turn. And... only going for 3 lore right now. Yeah, I'm only going to go for 3 lore right now. And that will end my turn.
Okay. Unexerting.
There is no limit to how many characters you can have out.
Let's see here. Oh, he needs to.
Yes.
Well, let's see here. Nobody's damaged. Well, Scar cannot challenge.
No, he can quest.
He can quest.
Mm-hmm.
He can do other things too.
That is true. He can sing.
Which is what he's going to do. He's going to sing Mother Knows Best.
Uh-oh.
Return chosen character to their player's hand.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling I know which one's going, but...
Which means you have more of a feeling than I do, by the way, but
cool.
Still. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with Eric.
Back to the hand.
Yep. And... let's see.
Oh, and just to highlight, songs can be sung by any character that has a equal or greater than cost.
Yes. So in the case of Mother Knows Best, a character with cost 3 or more can exert to sing it for free. So I did not have to pay any ink here.
Yes. Of course, you can always just pay the cost if you don't want to exert a character.
Yes. But Scar could do nothing else.
Yeah.
Or nothing else that I had in my capability at that moment.
And it still worked.
It still worked. So, let's see. I can't use that. So, I am going to go with... Pongo's actually going to challenge.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh no.
Pongo's going to take out Aurora.
I was fearful he would bite Aurora, since she creates my board.
Then hits the...
Yep. For 2.
-2 counter on Pongo.
But evasive, I still can attack.
Evasive dude cannot challenge Pongo.
Without
I could
an
face
evasive.
other issues.
Yes.
But... and I have nothing else to do this turn. So...
Okay. I'll move my playable characters down. I'll draw my 1. That's interesting. I'm going to ink Eric. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I bring forth Simba. I know what I have to do. He is a 3/5. He can quest for 2 lore. During your turn, whenever this character banishes another character in a challenge, you gain 1 lore. Downside. Scar and him are equally challenged. Scar can knock him out, and Simba can knock Scar out. The fun of having the attack and defense reversed on the two.
Yes.
It's like they were designed to go against each other.
Who would have thought?
I know, right? Let's see here. I'm limited, so I'm going to quest for 3 and leave things open, as it were. 1, 2, 3, taking me to 12. And now it is Kami's turn.
All right.
I'm sorry for whoever's having such a bad day.
Yes. All right. So, going to ink Stolen Scimitar
Okay.
and exert all 5 of my ink.
I'm a little concerned.
Yeah. Dragonfire.
Ooh.
Banish chosen character. Simba, get out of here.
No, no. I am suddenly having an issue.
And I can breathe again.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
So, let's see here.
Your token moved off.
Oh, whoops.
It was on nothing, technically.
It was on nothing, so
There it is. Now
it's
it's
on
back on
4
4.
now. So, Pongo's gonna quest for lore.
Mm-hmm.
Brings me to 6.
Yes.
And Scar.
Can take out anyone.
Yes. Who's the biggest problem?
Technically all of them?
All of them are technically, but even though it's going to weaken him, Aurora.
I was afraid you'd take out my best shield.
So that puts a 2 damage on Scar as well.
Yes.
Which means he is now a 5-1.
Yes.
So either of them can take out Scar, but Scar's taking him out right back.
Yeah. Yeah. That definitely has started to even it quickly. So, that ends your turn?
That ends my turn. I have nothing else I can do right now.
My coconuts, they do nothing! Draw. Just go ahead and do 5. Play it all. Prince Eric and another Mickey Mouse. What card did I just ink? Simba. Oops.
Unfortunately, that did not work out so well for...
Yeah. I've actually inked now 2 Simbas. Yeah, pros and cons. And let's see here. I need to get rid of Scar. So I'm going to use Mickey as my sacrifice.
Alright.
I can't do anything about Pongo.
Because nothing you've drawn so far has evasive.
But I'm now to lucky 13 on lore. And that ends my turn. Since my other characters are still drying.
Unexert. Draw a new card.
Upside, I think we definitely got the card shuffled nicely this time.
Yes, I think so too. They actually wound up nicely here. Just trying to decide what to do with my current gifts, as it were.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mad Hatter.
Ooh. In a few ways.
Yes, he's a 2/4, but whenever he quests, he brings back 3 lore. And whenever this character is challenged, I may draw a card.
Aha! That is a good ability.
Yes. So, Mad Hatter's still drying.
Pongo goes for
Pongo
2.
goes for lore. Bringing me to 8 lore.
Okay then. So I've untapped. Unexerted. Okay. That. Nope. No. My lucky 13. Go ahead and go for 1.
Goons, again.
Yes.
Now, I'm still in somewhat of a bad way because dude can quest with literally...
Yeah. Gets me to 16.
Yes.
And that ends my turn. I have no cards. So Kami knows I have no tricks up my sleeve. Except for whatever the heart of the cards gives me next turn.
Yes, but that doesn't mean I'm out of the woods because you're at 16.
True.
I unexerted everything. I need to draw. I'm going to ink Megara.
Okay then. 6.
Bringing me to 6. Exert 6.
Mm-hmm.
Rapunzel, letting down her hair. She's a 5/4, and when I play this character, each opponent loses 1 lore.
Phooey.
So that exerts all my ink. I can't put anything new down.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still drying.
Mm-hmm.
But Pongo goes for lore.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I can't just win out on lore. I can at most get it 19.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing with Hatter here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hatter's going to go for lore too.
Yep.
So that brings me from 8 to 13. And now it's a little closer.
Yes. Okay. Come on. Something. Well. Unless you have a really good draw next turn. He comes into play exerted. So, Hercules. 3/3 Bodyguard. This character may enter play exerted. An opposing character who challenges one of your characters must choose one with Bodyguard if able. Let's see here. Can't do anything about Pongo. I'll do 3 damage to Mad Hatter. Yes,
that makes him a 2/1.
Yep, you get to draw a card. And I will quest for 3. 2, 3. So, unless you're able to knock out a lot of things quickly. So, it is your turn.
So, unexert things.
Yep.
Rapunzel's now inked. I haven't done
No,
my
you have
new
not
draw
drawn
yet.
yet.
Okay. What's wrong? Dude just had a reaction like... Anyway, let's see
Got
here.
so close. And I do not regret not getting that last extra lore to bring me to 19 by doing damage to Hatter, but I just realized I've
That
lost.
there's yeah.
I can't win. Unless you
So
make a mistake.
I very well could.
Yeah.
But at the moment I think the match may be over.
Yeah. But
Especially
might as well play out.
Yes, might as well play it out. This is going to come off weird just because it's going like, for the sake of math, I'm going to be safe and ink Cruella here.
Yep. Brings you to 7.
Uh-huh. So. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Steal from the rich. Whenever one of my characters quests this turn, each opponent loses 1 lore. When you, I'll tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
The timing of when you said if I couldn't pull anything good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you challenged Hatter, and I drew the card, that's when I drew this.
Nice.
So even if you'd gotten to 19,
it didn't matter. I lose either way right now.
But yeah, it's the I also had a couple of backup plans. I'll show them as soon as I've got the let's see here. So that's 2, 5, 7, which would take me to 20.
I should have double attacked on Hatter.
So
Hold on, 15. Good
game. Here were my backup plans.
So, Shield of Virtue, item, tap, and 3 ink. Ready chosen character. They can't quest for the rest of this turn. But hey, that automatically.
If I'd already quested though,
that
was at least a safeguard that I wasn't going to lose an important character.
And we have Stampede. Deal 2 damage to chosen damaged character.
And I've had that one since pretty early on.
But coconuts.
Yeah, I've had that one since pretty early on. And I was going, if something happens last second, boom.
Yeah, that was a really good match, though.
Yes. I had a much better experience with the Ruby Emerald this time. I had a horrible experience with the last attempt.
And I didn't count the lore right, or else I'd have doubled attacked on Hatter. But let's see, what would that have done? That would have given you an extra Shield of Virtue. So yeah,
It would have been close, but...
It would have been close, and I would have been down a character,
and you
too.
still would have been hit with this.
Yeah, I'd have been hit with that. I'd have less lore anyway, because I wouldn't have gained up. So, yeah. I made an obvious mistake at the end, and I still would not have won. And I didn't even get my foil Simba out. Okay. You want to change decks?
Yeah, let's Blarg, how do you call it? Showcase, there we go.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for. We'll do the Floodborn ones, I think, this next go.
OBS is unhappy with me. I don't know why. Oh,
Question mark?
Yeah, hold on. I know something that'll help free up space on the processor. Going, hey, there's an encoding issue. Yeah, it's artifacting just a little, but it should resolve itself momentarily. Should. Normally does when that pops up.
Reset to 0 on the lore.
Okay, so... Okay, we have the Floodborn decks. I know which one you want to play.
I do want to play the one, but I don't think you got the chance to play that one.
I have not yet, no.
So, in the interest of fairness, you can play that one.
Thank you.
This starter deck...
OBS is happy now.
Yeah. This starter deck is the entire reason why I was like, I kind of like Amber.
Uh-huh. So, long story short, I bought a second one. Because, A, I wanted to actually showcase the sets on an actual playthrough. And that way, could start building the Amber deck. Piles. Oh, and something else we forgot to highlight. These are 60 card decks.
Yes.
That is the minimum amount you have to have.
For tournament play at the very least.
Yeah, you can have a maximum of reasonable shuffle time.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Yes.
So no 2,222 card decks.
Yes. Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Troll, for establishing for card gaming communities that, yeah, there is such a thing as too large a deck.
Uh-huh.
I'm almost done shuffling.
No problem. And we'll roll to see who goes first. Reroll. Reroll again. You win.
Seems like I go first this time.
Yep. Thankfully, we both rolled a 1 win, but one went off screen. I mean, technically, if you can shuffle in a way that made the judges happy, I guess that would be allowed. I have everything in the discard. I've lost. Good game.
Good game. See, I didn't even notice. But 7 cards, right?
Uh-huh.
I know it's the most basic of basic rules, but
Ugh. I may regret this, so I'm gonna play it. So.
I'm just double checking some stuff here real quick. There aren't really a lot of...
Do you need to shuffle a card under?
No.
Okay.
Or at least it's not the situation where I would consider that. It's just going like, what is my first move?
Understood.
So, I believe I am going to ink Benja.
Okay. OBS is not happy with me today. I don't know why. Let me guess. Windows wants to update or something. Nope. No idea.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am exerting the ink that I've just set down. Tiana, Diligent Waitress. I can do nothing else this turn.
Yep.
So it is now Dude's turn.
I draw my 1. That helps. Go ahead and ink a popsicle. I end my turn.
Alright. Oh, goodness. That didn't change things all that much here. Going to ink Cusco.
Can untap those.
Oh, right. Duh. But yeah. But
Tap
I was
that
going to exert them anyway.
Gotcha.
Was the thing. And I'm going to put down Hey, Persistent Presence.
Ah, the chicken that won't die.
The chicken that will not die. So, to explain that one, just for anyone watching, he's back. That is his ability. When this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand. Not to the discard pile. To your hand.
Yes.
And he is cheap.
Yes, he is.
Anyhow, Tiana is going to go questing. Because it's pretty safe to do so at the moment. So
True.
I go from 0 to 1 lore.
Okay.
And I have nothing else I can do this turn.
I draw my 1. Parts. I ink a gumbo pot. And Sneezy. Achoo. He's a 1/4. Whenever you play this character or another Seven Dwarfs character, you may give chosen character -1 attack this turn. It doesn't really matter, but let's say hey. Yeah, it doesn't matter because the turn is now over.
Yes,
and that ability,
with Sneezy still drying,
yeah,
Sneezy can't be in a position to be challenged anyway.
Nope.
So, your turn is now over.
Yes.
So everything I exerted is now unexerted. Let's see. I'm going to ink Prince Eric.
Okay.
And play Benja, Guardian of the Dragon Gem. So while he's drying, he can't do anything. But in the meantime, Tiana and Hey can quest for 2 lore, which brings me from 1 to 3.
Yep. So I untap. I draw. I will hold on to you. I will ink a bell. Dopey. 2/2, odd one out. When this character is banished, your other 7 dwarf characters get +2 attack until start of your next turn. But it activates a chew. So, when another 7 dwarf character is played, you may give chosen character -1 this turn. I am going to give Hey, -1, so he's a 1/1. And I'm just gonna smack him back to your hand. Put my 1 damage on. And that ends my turn.
Alright.
I know, it left him open.
Draw. Alright. So what I'm going to do is ink Merlin Goat.
Mm-hmm.
And exert to play Merlin Goat.
Nice.
And his special ability is when you play this character and when he leaves play, gain 1 lore. So I have gone from 3 to 4 lore just playing Merlin Goat.
Nice.
Let's see here. So, Tiana's going to go questing again, bringing me from 4 to 5. Benja, however, is going to deal damage to Sneezy.
Yep, and you take 1 damage.
And I take 1 damage from this. Let's see, how much Sneezy... Oh, Sneezy had damage from Hey, which was just 1/1 because of the modifier.
Yes.
Sorry, had to take a moment to redo the math there. But I've got nothing else I can do this turn. So that ends my turn. Sorry,
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say for a moment, though, there is, aside from having the opportunity, there is a reason why I'm playing so aggressively for lore right now. It is because I have experience with this deck. I am concerned about where this is going.
Hi ho,
Hi ho,
it's off to work I go.
And now things start to roll.
And now I'm grumpy. So, your other 7 dwarf characters get +1 attack.
Yes. So that means Sneezy is now a 2/4, Dopey's a 3/2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And poor Tiana has lost her attack. Because
So Tiana's
Sneezy,
now a 0/3.
because I played a dwarf, and Dopey wants her gone. I want to keep Sneezy around, so I'm not attacking or questing with him. Besides, one isn't going to do me much good at the moment. So that ends my turn.
Alright.
I mean, yeah, I could have taken out him,
Benja, but
again, more useful. Go ahead, take him out. Because you break Sneezy, everyone gets buffed.
Let's see here. I have options. And I'm going to take the one that has been presented to me.
Okay.
Exerting 4.
Uh-huh.
Tiana's upset.
Uh-oh.
Tiana, celebrating princess. She is a 1/4, however she has resist +2, meaning
Ooh.
damage dealt to this character is reduced by 2.
Nice.
She can also quest for 2 lore. And she has an additional ability, but it's not in effect right now.
Okay.
It is, while this character is exerted and you have no cards in your hand, opponents cannot play actions.
That can be problematic.
So, just to read that off. But again, it's not currently in effect.
Yes.
So, let's see, what do I want to do? Let's see, Benja is currently a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
Merlin's still a 4/3.
Yep.
I'm going to have Benja quest, actually.
Figured, because of 2. 7.
Brings me from 5 to 7. And let's see. Well, I'll still have a... Oh. Actually, I'm going to have Merlin quest too.
Understood.
This may bite me in the butt, but we'll see. From 7 to 8. I have nothing else to do this turn.
Tap. Or unexert. Try to use the right terminology. You'll be useful in a minute. Gaston is inked. 2, 3, 4, 5. queen is out.
Aha.
Shift 2? Well, didn't shift.
Yeah.
Who is the fairest? Whenever this character quests, chosen character gets -4 attack this turn, and chosen character gets +4 this turn. It is not a dwarf, so a chew doesn't go off. Not a dwarf, so it doesn't get boosted. But we'll be boosting others. And let's see here. Who is my bigger issue? Okay. So, first, since Dopey is a 3-2, goodbye, Merlin.
Okay. So now that Merlin has left play,
You
I
gain
get
a
another lore. So from 8 to 9.
But, since he is now banished, my others are now a 3-4 and a 5-4. And let's see here. Since already has 3 damage, that would destroy him. He can take 2 damage and not be in too much trouble right now, so.
So Benja goes bye-bye.
Yep. And I take 2 damage. And that currently ends my turn.
Alright. That unexerts everything. Would you like me to do the funny thing, or would you like me to do the...
Whichever. Dealer's choice, as it were.
Exerting 4. He's back again. So, I have played him, so I've gained another lore from 9 to 10. And let's see here. I can't put Tiana in full with the full effect here is what I'm getting at. I'm at 10, you're at 0. I think my safest move is to just have her sit for right this second.
Fair enough. I can't do anything.
So
against you. Which does sadly leave me open if I want to do the next thing I want to do. I'm inking Judy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Christopher Robin!
Oh dear.
2/6. Whenever you ready this character, if you have 2 or more other characters in play, gain 2 lore. He readies every turn, so yay. I get to start generating lore. The fun way. Let's see here. I'm at a stalemate at the moment. Anything I do will actually cause me more damage, so I have to end my turn.
Unexert my ink here. Let's see.
Yeah, I think we...
Going to ink Merlin Crab.
Okay.
You think we...
Should really get game mats in the future.
Yeah.
Just side note.
We're enjoying this.
Yes.
So that gives me... Let's see. Gives me 5 ink, so what are my choices? 1, 2, 3, 4. Exert. And I'm going to play Cusco, Wanted Llama. He's a 1/2, but he has the ability when this character is banished, I may draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And then put down Hey Hey again. So when Hey Hey is banished,
Back
returns to my hand rather than my discard.
Yep.
So let's see here. Obviously I cannot attack because nobody is open to the attack. So at the very least Merlin's going to go from 10 to 11.
Okay. I had to hit Tiana for 6 to knock her out, just to highlight. 6 at once.
6 at once to completely...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I think I'm fairly safe to then send Tiana, so from 11 to 13 on my lore.
Okay.
I have nothing else I can do this turn.
Draw my 1. That works. It's a blue card. I ink it. Okay. Now we start to get into the funky part of I can do multiple things. So tap 2. And instead of having a character sing it, it sings itself. By tapping the 2, paint the roses red. 2 chosen characters get -1 this turn, draw a card. These 2 get -1, just because.
Okay, so Merlin is now a 3/3,
Yep.
and Tiana is a 0/4.
Yep.
Pardon.
1, 2, 3, 4. So I first play Cruella de Vil, fashionable cruiser, and now get going. During your turn, this character gains evasive, can challenge characters with evasive. And I also play the Grand Duke. 2/2. However, your prince, princess, king, and queen characters get +1 attack. The queen is now a 5/3. Okay. So first off, the queen is going for lore. She gains 2. However, whenever this character quests, chosen character gets -4 this turn, and chosen character gets +4 this turn.
So I'm going to assume that the -4 is on Merlin.
Uh-huh.
Because Tiana's already at 0.
Uh-huh. And since Grumpy is already boosting Sneezy to a 2/1, he is now a 6/1.
Which means Tiana's going bye-bye, I'm sure.
Tiana is, yeah.
Having a bad day.
Yes. Let's see here. Merlin needs... Hey, what do you know? Grumpy takes him out.
And then Merlin leaving
You
play.
gain a lore.
I am now at 14 lore.
Yep. Christopher Robin goes for 2 lore, bringing me to 4, but beginning of my next turn, I gain 2 because of that. And that ends my turn.
Okay. Unexert my cards here. Draw. All right. So, what are the standings that, in terms of attack, that are challenging for
2-1, 3-2, 5-3, 2-6, 3-2, 2-2. Yeah, and this hasn't even boosted like it can. I'm still in deep trouble.
3.
Uh-huh.
Madam Mim, Fox, 4/3. When you play this character, banish or return another chosen character of yours to your hand. I'll go with Cusco. And she has Rush.
Ow. That's a problem.
So, let's see. Who's my biggest problem right now in terms of the dwarves? Or in terms of the queen, potentially, here. Let's see here. Achu. I'm just going to read again.
Whenever I play a dwarf.
Play this character, another dwarf. Give chosen character -1 attack. So that's a problem. Other 7 dwarves get +1. That's a problem. Sorry. She has no modifiers on her defense this turn.
No,
does
she doesn't.
So, although this will destroy Madam Mim as well.
Ah, you did well, Queen. You did well.
All right. And Hey's going to quest.
Yep.
So from 14 to 15 lore.
Anything else, or are you done? Since you still have 2 ink.
Since I still have 2 ink. In a weird way, this is funny. 1, 2.
Yep.
Cusco's back.
Yep. I figured. Okay. Fun of. You can do any number of actions in your turn.
As long as I have not gone, my turn is over.
I gain 2 lore automatically. Well, I have no items, but still be useful in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Harem Flaversham. 1/6 gains 1 lore when questing. Artificer. When you play this character and whenever he quests, you may banish 1 of your items to draw 2 cards. I have no items. Let's see here. smack a chicken.
Alright, chicken returns to my hand because chicken has...
Oh wait, that's 2 damage. They do. Oh, shouldn't have used that card. Oh well.
Oopsies.
That's minor. And I will go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lore.
And again, this is why I was playing so aggressively for lore from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because suddenly it's a lot closer.
Uh-huh. Can dude come from behind? Very possible now. So, it is your turn.
Alright. Everything unexerts.
Yeah, I should have used the Grand Duke. Oh well. I made a mistake. I'm playing with it.
Let's see here. Inking last cannon.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
1, 2 to bring back Hey Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Exerting 4. Bring out Dr. Facilier. Savvy Opportunist. He's a 4-2, but he has evasive.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm really upset I took out Corella then. So, is Cusco doing anything?
He's a 1-2, what?
2-1, 3-2, 2-6, 2-2. And you can't really harm Flaversham.
I can't do anything with Flaversham.
Yep.
But I can start knocking out the the dwarf problem here.
Yep, and that takes him out too.
That takes Cusco out too. But when this character is banished, I may draw a card.
Yes.
And I can't do anything else with
Okay.
what I've got. So
And since I have more than 2 other characters, I gain 2 lore. I draw a card. Oh, I've been needing you. 1, 2. Snow White. So 2, 3, 1 lore. However, I won't hurt you. When you play this character, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character.
Grumpy's the only one damaged, so...
Mm-hmm.
Which now means I am in a little bit of a problem. I have a
Yes.
little bit of a problem.
Yep.
Because 1, 2, 4, 5. So that suddenly...
Now, the worst part is, so that brings me to 18. If you do not knock out Christopher Robin or 3 other of my characters, I win the moment my turn starts. Because
Very
once
true.
Yeah, what's the terminology again? Readies.
Yes.
I gain 2 lore.
So this is exactly why...
Yeah.
Again, this is why I was playing so aggressively for lore with this, to try to get to 20 as quickly,
Yes.
as carefully, as quickly as I could do.
So you need to draw a card and untap her. Or ready.
I need to unexert.
I know Kami can easily take out 2 of my characters. Then again, she could just decide to double up on Christopher Robin.
Yeah, it's just the trying to decide what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure the match isn't over already.
Yeah.
But because again, this deck gets scary quick.
Yes.
Merlin, Rabbit, when you play this character and when he leaves play, you may draw a card. Which is exactly why I left 2 things open, but yeah, there's not much I can do. There's Hey Hey again. It's another Hey Hey.
Yes.
I am gonna go for Christopher Robin, but I feel like I've lost already. To be honest.
Yep, and they both take 2 damage, so Hey goes to your hand. Oh, they both, and Celia is knocked out into the graveyard. I mean, discard pile. He's banished, not graveyard.
He's not dead, he's just sleeping.
Mm-hmm. And just because I don't need him, I'm inking him.
Yep.
Good game.
Good game.
That...
Here are the rest of my cards. I literally just pulled that Merlin.
Oh.
Literally just pulled that one.
Ooh, and he plays very nicely with Hey Hey. Whenever one of your other characters is returned from your hand from play, this character gets +1 lore this turn.
Uh-huh.
But, starting off, I thought I was done for.
But that deck can just completely snowball.
It didn't even, achieve what it really can do.
Yeah.
Because
you only ever got a maximum of 3 dwarves.
Oh, I was hoping to get the
base queen and then be able to shift.
Yeah, and that never happened.
But you were able to pull out the queen anyway.
But yeah, Sleepy is comes into play. Exerted, but then you have things like.
But Sleepy gets buffed by the other
Happy
dwarfs.
Or Doc. Grumpy, Sneezy, Dopey. Ah, here we are. Bashful. That's one I was hoping for because 3 lore.
Yes. I'm just going, yeah, Sleepy enters play Exerted, but...
Oh, and the nice part is, Doc, whenever this character quests, you pay 1 less for the next character you play. Go ahead and shuffle these back in a little. So, good games.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a very addictive game. We're still collecting, opening packs. So, yeah. I think that will call it here. Just a small little stream today.
Yeah.
But
we got 2
really good games, and we will be doing more in the future.
Yes.
I will figure out why OBS says I have an encoding error, which may be why my hand's doing a little freaky.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thank you all for joining us, and thank you if you watched this after. So, have a good day.
Bye-bye.